hasn't even started yet.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Air drums! Yes! Metal horns up! Here comes the song! Yeah, come on!
And I can already feel the floor shaking from here.
Wait till the kick drum hits. You're gonna lose it.
Look at that sign! Friday Night Metal! So beautiful.
And packed. We got here just in
Oh,
time.
we're making the pit.
Look at that marquee. Friday Night Metal Review.
That's our church right there.
It's been a long week. Time to let the hair
They
fly.
still melt faces like back in the day.
Only one way to.
You know what night it is? Friday! Friday night! Metal! Again! Friday night metal! Friday night metal review. We're coming to you. Turn it up, every live breaking through. Flash of the lights and a scream in the air. Friday night metal review. Sparks in the evening sky, guitars in the air. Friday night metal review. The album listeners club. We testify. Raise your horns, it ain't it. Friday night metal, lighting up the sky, screaming out loud. We were born to fly. Sparks in a flash, we own.
All right, welcome to the Album Listeners Club. My name's Todd. It's Friday night. It's 2026. Yeah, it's time to review some albums here. And today's episode, I'm going to go over 3 of my favorite live albums from, well, these ones are, I guess, from the 70s and 80s. Anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's start off with the first one. Alright, so my first live album, actually I think it's going to be this one. One of my faves, and yeah, it's a good album, and it's Judas Priest. A little live in Japan, Unleashed in the East. Classic album. It's got some wicked tunes. Early tunes, I guess. Exciter, Running Wild, Sinner, The Ripper, The Green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown, Diamonds and Rust, Victim of Changes, Genocide, and Tyrant. And yeah, so lineup for this here, I'll just show you the back. There's the back. So Rob Halford, lead vocals, Glenn Tipton, lead guitars, KK Downing, lead guitars, Ian Hill on the bass, and Les Binks on the drums. And this album was put out in 1979. And yeah, just a classic live Priest album. I have a new Judas Priest album that I got on Record Store Day last spring. And it's live in Atlanta, and that's pretty good too. But this was kind of the original Judas Priest live. And I know they have another one that they put out in the 80s, late 80s, that Judas Priest live. It's pretty classic too, but I don't have that one. But anyways, yeah. So that's my first pick for classic live albums is Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East. Yeah, love it. All right. My second pick is from my favorite band growing up, and yeah. Anyways, Kiss. Kiss Alive. This was basically like the quintessential live album by a rock and roll band ever put out. It was their most successful album. Here's the inner. Got some shows their other albums and some personal notes from the band. But yeah, this album, when they put this album out, Kiss was they've already put out 3 what am I trying to say here? 3 releases, regular albums, and the album sales didn't really sell that great for Kiss. Their live shows were excellent. Like, they had lots of people coming to live shows, and they were always busy, and they were in demand. But their album releases, their sales were just not that good. And At this time, Kiss and their management were pretty much, this was like their last gasp. They were going to pack it in pretty close, and then they decided to put out a live album to capture what Kiss was all about in concert. And here's the inner sleeve, or inner booklet actually. But anyways, yeah, they put this album out to try and capture what Kiss sounded like live, and I'll show you the insert pages. So yeah, so they put this album out, and yeah, it sold big time, and I think it's their #1 selling album of all time by Kiss. It's Kiss Alive, and it basically saved their careers. And went from being like heavily in debt as a band, and their manager Bill O'Coin, and everything was just crap in the bed. But this album hit big, and got them from the red into the black. And after that, they put out a huge. They become huge. They were international, and they put out Destroyer after Kiss Alive. And this album came out, 1975? Yeah, 1975. But, yeah, saved their asses. And then, yeah, like I said, they put out Destroyer after that. Then it was Rock and Roll Over, then Love Gun. And, just Kiss was everywhere, Kiss merchandise. You all know the story. And they ruled the 70s till about 78 or 79. That's when they started declining quite a bit, and band member egos and all that shit, and yeah. And shortly after that, a few more years later, they basically had lineup changes and ended up taking off the makeup, and they were never as successful as they were in the early years, makeup years. I mean, later on when they did the reunion tour with original members Ace and Peter coming back in the band, that was pretty successful tour for them. They made millions and millions of dollars of that. Made lots of my money. Anyway, so that's my #2 pick for favorite live albums. And let me just mention this. I have a lot of favorite live albums. There's some good ones out there, like, I guess honorable mention, like Thin Lizzy live at Hammersmith. What else is there? I got a Grand Funk Railroad album that's really good. It's a live album. Janis Joplin one. Yeah, there's a lot of good live albums, but these are just kind of 3 of my favorite that I could think of off the top of my head. And the third one I'm picking, it was a classic album from my youth, from the 80s, and we're talking Iron Maiden, Live After Death. This is this is like Iron Maiden's quintessential live album for sure. And here's the inner sleeve, or the inner gatefold. And yeah, but just the artwork alone on this album, like holy shit, the Derek Riggs who did this album. Yeah. So, yeah, it's got all the classic songs. Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, The Trooper, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, that's my favorite song by Iron Maiden. Power Slave, Number of the Beast, Hallowed Be the Name, like Running Free, Children of the Damned, Phantom of the Opera. List goes on and on and on. And here's inner sleeves, got lots of pictures and lyrics, and that's just one album. It's a double album, of course. Here's the other album. I might as well take an album out too to show you the vinyl itself. Yeah, got a headstone on it with the songs. Classic Iron Maiden. And I'll definitely be listening to this one. Actually, all these albums I'll listen to. All right, and hold on a sec. to show you the booklet that came with the Iron Maiden. Here's the front. Here's the back. So this was just a booklet kind of showing has a list of dates and stuff and where they played around the world. There's the side there. Yeah, pretty interesting. Just, yeah. This has just everything. It talks about their lighting system, Nickel McBrain, exactly what he uses. All the members. Jeez. I gotta really dig into that one. But yeah, all the dates, lots of pictures, classic album. Scream for me, Long Beach. That's classic, man. But anyways, yeah. I don't know, just a little vid. I know I didn't do one last week. I just kind of got busy and whatever. And yeah, like I'll try and do them every Friday, but can't guarantee that. But yeah, anyways, so that's this Friday's Friday Night Metal, 3 classic live albums. Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, Kisses Alive, and Iron Maiden, Live After Death. Can't believe I just had a brain fart there. But anyways, yeah, hope you have a good week, everybody, and if you like the channel and my shows I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe, tell your friends, whatever, but most of all, just be a good person and rock on. All right, see you later. Bye.